What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to another episode of Mama and Papa Joe's. And if this is your first time, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscription button before you head out. Today on the menu is oxtails, the actual tail of the cow. Why they call them oxtails, I do not know. I think it's only because it sounds a little fancier. We're going to be smoking these oxtails starting tomorrow morning. It's going to be a fairly long cook for small pieces of meat. It's going to be about, give or take, 3.5 to 4 hours. We're going to lengthen it a little bit because we're going to be smoking these and then braising. And I'm not going to actually braise the entire time covered because I want to really get some good smoked flavor. So once again, please hit that subscribe button before you head out. Let's get started. All right, what we have here are full oxtails. About 7.5 pounds worth, 3 actual tails. I've already trimmed them, taken off most of the fat. I'm just gonna slice them up into chunks. I'm here to tell you guys and gals, these are a little cheaper if you buy them whole, if you're able to get them whole. But I don't think the extra $1.50 you might save to buy them whole is worth it unless you own an electrical saw. They were a little tougher to cut through than I thought. I knew they had plenty of bone, but I thought they would have a little space of cartilage in between each joint, so to speak. There wasn't. It was totally hard. I had to cut them up. So I've rinsed them off to make sure I got off any bone dust or anything of the sort. And we're just gonna marinate these overnight. That way they'll be extra tasty come tomorrow morning. I've got some half an onion, some garlic chopped up. That's gonna go in there. Gonna add some coarse black pepper. I've got some of that Maggi Jugo, that good juice, that browning juice. It adds a whole lot of umami. A couple of good squirts. It really helps your meat brown and it adds that umami. And finally, one of my main ingredients is this oxtail seasoning, Grace. It is low salt, so it's really going to work well tonight without leaching too much liquid from these oxtails. A nice healthy sprinkle. This you shouldn't be afraid of. Like I said, it's low salt, and we will add additional salt tomorrow morning. All right, so we're going to refrigerate this overnight and get ready to make things happen in the morning. See you then. All right, folks, we're back. These oxtails that I dry brined or marinated last night in that low salt Grace oxtail seasoning did really well. And as you can see, there's zero liquid. So there wasn't enough salt in that marinade, in that dry rub, to leach out any liquid from these oxtails. What we're gonna do right now is simply season with black pepper and salt, and we're getting ready to put these on the pit. I've been sold on pink Himalayan salt. I don't know, maybe it's mental, but I think it really adds an extra pop when compared to regular kosher or table salt. So a nice healthy amount of seasoning. We're going to be seasoning throughout this process, this cooking process. Some additional Grace. And some more black pepper and salt. Our pit is preheated. Excuse me. Our pit's preheated. I'm going to be running these at 300 because all I'm looking for in the pit is maybe a good hour and 15 minutes of some smoke. I'm using hickory today. Some smoke, and I want to get some color. I'm gonna be putting these on the edge of my my Traeger, my Timberline 850, on the edge of the grease tray because I want to get a little char if possible. All right, let's take these outside. Traeger's preheated to 300. Again, like I said, on the very edges, in those big pieces. Those go for maybe a good hour or until I'm happy with the color. I'm saving these for something special. We're going to take these back in the house and we're going to begin to work on our braising liquid. We're going to be adding flavor on top of flavor on top of flavor. Check this out. Alright, so this is going to be the pot I use to create my braising liquid. In this pot I've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. These little pieces that I brought back in, little pieces of oxtail, I'm going to put in a flour dredge. In this flour dredge is about a 1/4 cup of flour, some black pepper, some pink Himalayan salt, and some gray seasoning. I'm going to begin to create the layers, the flavor layers that will really make this oxtail dish something special. And this flour that I'm adding is going to create a bit of a roux. Right, we're going to be careful that we don't overcrowd our pot, so we may just have the right amount in here. We want to give these a little room to brown. We're going to try to get all the sides without burning. Alright, this is taking about 10 minutes and I'm happy with this color. These are actually now going to go on the smoker to join the rest of the family. What I wanted was these brown bits, the start of a nice roux. To that I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. Those brown bits, guys and gals, all that is good seasoning. You absolutely don't want it to burn. I want to scrape up everything off the bottom. Here I've got 1 large yellow onion, 3 stalks of celery, and 2 large carrots into my pot. I'm not looking to brown these. I simply want to soften them. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes and man, it's starting to smell good in here. To the onions, carrots and celery, I've added some more gray seasoning, some black pepper, and some salt. You can see the leftover bits has created a nice little bit of a roux. I'm scraping that bottom, pulling up those brown bits. Right now I'm getting ready to add a sprig of rosemary, a couple of sprigs of thyme, 2 bay leaves, 3 crushed minced garlic cloves, and a handful of flat leaf parsley. Nah, not real handful, maybe a tablespoon. All into the pot. Along with a heaping tablespoon of tomato sauce. And we're going to give this another 3, 4, 5 minutes before we really start adding some of that good liquid. Looking good. We're now going to add 2 cups of some good red wine, drinking wine, whatever it is. This is my wife's menage a trois. We're going to let this reduce a little bit, cook off some of the alcohol, reduce and really concentrate. So we're gonna go another 5-6 minutes with this. Oh, this smells divine. All right, so it's been about 10 good minutes. We've cooked this down. It's thickened up slightly, and it is smelling absolutely delicious. Here I've got a cup and a half of beef stock. I'm gonna use about a cup of it, and 1 can of diced tomatoes. 1 can of diced tomatoes. These have sweet onions in them, juice and all. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna let this cook down now, reduce just slightly, and we're gonna be set. And earlier I made a mistake. I said tomato sauce. It was actually 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Sorry about that. All right, so hour and 15 minutes at 300. I flipped these ones. These are the ones that I browned on the stove, and these are the ones that's been in the smoker the entire time. Man, these are beautiful. Love that color. That hickory is doing its thing. I got a little smaller pot. But man, look at this liquid. It is cooked down. It smells delicious. If you could only taste this, the complexity of this braising liquid is really going to take these oxtails to another level. That wine, the stock, the garlic, the onions, the carrots. Oh, this is going to be heaven. So right over the top. Ooh. Right, so this is going back on the pit. I'm going to extend this cook a little bit because about every hour I'm going to remove this cover and just let it sit in there, and that liquid catch some more smoke. So I might extend the cook about an hour or so. I'm hoping to do that twice. All right, so we're still at 300. We're going to let this ride for about an hour, then we'll come back. If you notice that your pot has lost some liquid, is thickening up too much, just add some more broth. That is not going to be a problem. But at an hour, we're going to come take a look at this, and if it is bubbling a little too hard, we'll turn the pit down to maybe 275, maybe 250, so that it's just simmering. But all right, we are at the first hour. Let's take a look, see. Some moisture. I'm going to add a little more chicken stock, beef stock. Alright, now I'm going to leave this uncovered, let it catch a little smoke for another half hour. Alright, here we are at the 2.5 hour mark. We've done an hour wrapped, a half an hour unwrapped, then another hour wrapped. Let's take another look, see. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Absolute deliciousness. Oh, just flipping everybody over, making sure everybody stay hydrated. I'm gonna go another half hour uncovered. and that might do it. We are very close. All right, here we are. We are at exactly 3 hours on the pit with about 45 minutes of it uncovered. Oh, these are right where they need to be, man. These are, oh yeah, these are falling right there, nice and tender. All right, we're gonna pull these, take these inside, gonna clean up this gravy, and it's chow time. All right, folks, so total cook time was about 4 hours and 15 minutes. Could have been probably half an hour to 45 minutes less if I hadn't wanted to get more smoke to the pot, so I left it uncovered. This is something you could easily do in your oven. You could do it on a Weber if you don't have a Traeger. It's simply my way of getting some smoke to it. So let's dig right in and see what we've got. Man, tell me that does not look absolutely delicious. I removed the meat, put them in a separate little pot for a little while, cleaned up the gravy, got the fat off of it, loosened it up. If you like a thinner gravy, then add a little more chicken stock and just taste. If you want to strain it, get the veggies out, you're more than welcome to do so. Make this yours. I absolutely love the veggies in it, but this is absolutely delicious. These things are falling off the bones. Ooh, tender. I still holding together, but super tender. Nice color. Let's make a plate. I love this on rice. Today, I'm actually going to do grits. I'm actually going to do, got some good creamy grits, chicken stock, some milk, a little cheddar. Man, oh man. Let's go right here. Oh, just gonna do these two. Come back with some of this, oh, this kicked up gravy. Just a little more. And then little green onions, just for show. Just for show. Man, tell me that does not look absolutely amazing. That looks absolutely amazing. Guys and gals, this is Mama and Papa Joe's take on oxtails. This is going to be delicious. Let me try. Oh. Oh my goodness. Mama, right here.
Okay. Trying to keep the shot. Delicious.
All right, guys and gals, that was it. Mom and Papa Joe's take on oxtail. This is absolutely delicious. I can't wait to dig in off camera. We want to thank you guys for stopping in and checking us out. And if you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, please go ahead and do so. Tell a friend. Hit that bell to make sure you get notified of our weekly videos. We really need your assistance. Let's grow this channel a little bit. I want to wish everybody a safe Thanksgiving, a happy Thanksgiving. Whatever meal you decide to cook, I hope it comes out awesome. Once again, you know what you're going to get with Mom and Papa Joe's. You're going to get the good shit and not the bullshit. Stay safe. Holla.